Welcome back to the channel, guys. Some news has come out regarding Battlefield 2042 and DICE, as well as some other just strange occurrences over the past week. So let's go ahead and talk about it. So first off, a couple days ago there was a stream that was sponsored by Crown, and it was a Battlefield 2042 stream, and it was just extremely weird because the three content creators or influencers, whatever you want to call them, never heard of them as far as being related to anything Battlefield ever in the past. From what I'm gathering, most of the community has never heard of these people being involved with anything Battlefield. So right off the bat, it's just very strange, you know, that EA and DICE chose those three particular streamers to showcase their game, because I'm sure the point of this was to try to get new players in, because they're aware that the current player base is probably, you know, well aware of Battlefield and what it's about. So this from what I'm understanding is them trying to just bring in a new player base from the way I look at it. But it was just completely destroyed and riddled with bugs. From the clips I've seen, one of the matches, one of the streamers actually spawned inside of the walls of a building that you're not supposed to spawn in, and they couldn't get out. And yeah, it was just a disaster, and you can tell just with the looks on their faces that they were very aware this game is broken, unplayable almost at times, and just not fun, right? So it's just, I don't know what EA's thought process was as far as that whole live stream. It just, from the very beginning, did not make any sense at all. Another thing that EA has done this week is they've went ahead and announced 3 new Star Wars titles. I have a feeling the reason they're announcing these titles is to kind of distract people from the mess that is Battlefield 2042 at the moment, and kind of, you know, get the hype started for something else that EA is hopefully going to release in a better state. Respawn Entertainment is handling the development of all 3 of these games, so one of them is obviously the follow-up to Jedi: The Fallen Order. There's going to be another, I believe, story-driven first-person shooter and a real-time strategy that I think some of the XCOM devs are actually helping develop. So at least 2 out of those 3 games are more than likely going to be really good. But it just doesn't set well with me, simply because I feel like what's going to happen is they're going to put the least amount of effort into 2042, fulfill their promised 1 year of DLC for the game, and then they're just going to abandon it and move on to these new Star Wars projects, which is not unlike EA. You know, EA has long track records of killing games, killing dev studios. You know, it's all out there and documented on the internet. It's, you know, 2-minute Google search, you'll find everything you need to know about EA's very long history of killing things that they acquire. Overall, the game's been out for months at this point, and there's been no substantial updates that EA or DICE have put forth to really improve the quality of the game. The communication is extremely lacking from DICE at this point. There's really none outside of a couple devs that are, you know, kind enough to take their time and answer questions that the community has. Yes, I know that they released a community Twitter page that's supposed to give updates and things for the game, but so far there's not really much that's come out of that, to be honest. You know, we've seen the tweets for the work in progress scoreboard, which is honestly pathetic, and that's about it. There's no roadmap to give us any indication as to when these improvements that they've said that they've heard us and they're working on are going to come, what those improvements are. There's been no public apology from anyone from EA or DICE to this very day, and it's honestly, in my opinion, just unacceptable for them to continue to stay quiet about the state of the game when obviously they knew that it was going to be a disaster from the start. There's no way they didn't know this wasn't going to be the public reception of 2042. They knew the state of the game. They knew it was going to launch broken and unfinished. And it's just unacceptable. EA's investors call is happening within the next few days. I believe it's February 2nd, so we're going to get a glimpse as to what kind of BS EA is going to start pushing towards the investors to, kind of hope that they maintain the faith with the Battlefield series as well as EA and DICE as a whole. I'm not sure if it's going to work. I'm hoping they ask some hard-hitting questions and really demand some answers from EA in this, but I don't think it's going to happen. But we'll have to wait around and see. All I know is if EA and DICE don't respond to this very quickly and turn this game around, I guarantee you it's going to be dead within the next 6 to 7 months. They've already lost, over 90% of their player base, and it's just not looking good. But I'd love to know what you guys think and what your opinions are, so go ahead and leave those down in the comments below. Have a great day, and thanks for watching.